You need to watch this if you struggle with remembering your history lessons. Welcome to the grandeur of Amenhotep III's reign, the pinnacle of ancient Egyptian civilization. Ruling from 1388 to 1351 BCE, this pharaoh, known as the Magnificent, brought Egypt to its peak of power, wealth, and artistic achievement. Skilled in diplomacy, he kept the peace through strategic marriages and alliances. Under his rule, Egypt flourished like never before. He was a prolific builder, leaving behind awe-inspiring monuments like parts of the Karnak and Luxor temples and the famous Colossi of Memnon. Art thrived with a refined, naturalistic style that set new standards. Amenhotep III even deified himself, a rare move that showed his immense influence. And let's not forget his powerful wife, Queen Tiye, who was a force in politics. As the father of Akhenaten and grandfather to Tutankhamun, Amenhotep III's legacy is truly enduring. Discover the golden age of Egypt and the lasting impact of the Magnificent. Amenhotep III's reign was marked by unprecedented prosperity and cultural richness. His era is often considered the zenith of ancient Egyptian civilization. The pharaoh's ability to maintain peace and stability through diplomatic marriages and alliances was a testament to his political acumen. He married foreign princesses, forging alliances that strengthened Egypt's position in the ancient world. These marriages were not just political maneuvers, but also cultural exchanges that enriched Egyptian society. The wealth accumulated during his reign allowed for grand architectural projects. Amenhotep III commissioned numerous temples, statues, and monuments that showcased the artistic and architectural prowess of ancient Egypt. The Karnak temple complex and the Luxor temple are prime examples of his ambitious building projects. These structures were not only religious centers but also symbols of the pharaoh's divine authority and the empire's grandeur. The Colossi of Memnon, two massive stone statues of Amenhotep III, are among the most iconic remnants of his reign. Standing at 18 meters tall, these statues were originally part of a larger mortuary temple complex. Although much of the temple has been lost to time, the colossi remain as a testament to the pharaoh's grandeur and the skill of ancient Egyptian artisans. The art of this period was characterized by a naturalistic style that brought a new level of realism to Egyptian sculpture and painting. Amenhotep III's diplomatic efforts extended beyond marriage alliances. He maintained correspondence with other powerful rulers of the time, including the kings of Babylon, Assyria, and Mitanni. These letters, known as the Amarna letters, provide valuable insights into the political landscape of the ancient Near East. They reveal a network of diplomacy and trade that connected Egypt with other great civilizations, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Under Amenhotep III's rule, Egypt experienced a cultural renaissance. The arts flourished, with advancements in literature, music, and craftsmanship. The pharaoh's patronage of the arts led to the creation of exquisite jewelry, pottery, and textiles that were highly prized both within and beyond Egypt's borders. This period also saw the development of new religious practices and the construction of temples dedicated to the gods and the pharaoh himself. The Karnak temple complex, one of the largest religious buildings ever constructed, was significantly expanded during Amenhotep III's reign. The pharaoh added new sections to the temple, including the magnificent hypostyle hall, which features 134 massive columns adorned with intricate carvings. The Luxor temple, another of his grand projects, was dedicated to the god Amun and served as a center for religious festivals and ceremonies. The Colossi of Memnon, originally part of Amenhotep III's mortuary temple, have fascinated travelers and historians for centuries. These statues were believed to sing at dawn, a phenomenon caused by the expansion of the stone as it warmed in the morning sun. This singing was considered an omen and attracted visitors from across the ancient world. Today, the colossi continue to draw tourists who marvel at their size and the engineering prowess required to create them. The art of Amenhotep III's era set new standards for realism and detail. Artists began to depict the human form with greater accuracy, capturing the individuality of their subjects. This naturalistic style is evident in the statues and reliefs from this period, which show a level of craftsmanship that was unparalleled in earlier times. The pharaoh's own likeness was often idealized, portraying him as a godlike figure with perfect features. Amenhotep III's decision to deify himself during his lifetime was a bold move that underscored his immense power and influence. He was worshipped as a god in temples dedicated to his cult, and his deification was depicted in inscriptions and statues. This practice was relatively rare in ancient Egypt, where pharaohs were typically deified only after their death. By elevating himself to divine status, Amenhotep III reinforced his authority and ensured his legacy would endure. Queen Tiye, Amenhotep III's wife, played a significant role in his reign. She was not only a beloved consort, but also a powerful political figure in her own right. Tiye came from a noble family and was highly educated, which allowed her to act as an advisor to the pharaoh. She was involved in diplomatic correspondence and had her own estates and wealth, which she used to support various religious and cultural projects. Queen Tiye's influence extended beyond her husband's reign. She continued to play a prominent role during the early years of her son Akhenaten's rule. Her legacy as a powerful and influential queen set a precedent for future generations of royal women in ancient Egypt. Tiye's statues and depictions often show her with regal bearing and elaborate headdresses, symbolizing her high status and importance in the royal court. Amenhotep III's legacy is further cemented by his descendants. His son, Akhenaten, is known for his radical religious reforms and the establishment of a new capital at Amarna. Akhenaten's son, Tutankhamun, is perhaps the most famous pharaoh due to the discovery of his nearly intact tomb in the Valley of the Kings. The lineage of Amenhotep III includes some of the most well-known and studied figures in ancient Egyptian history, highlighting the enduring impact of his reign. Discover the golden age of Egypt and the lasting impact of the magnificent. Amenhotep III's reign was a period of unparalleled prosperity, cultural richness, and artistic achievement. His legacy continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts of ancient Egypt. The monuments, art, and historical records from his time provide a window into a civilization at its zenith, offering insights into the life and accomplishments of one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs. Join us as we explore the remarkable era of Amenhotep III and the enduring legacy of the magnificent.